I'm your host with the most, Welcome 23, your journey before distant shores, Chapter 1, On Guard! You're standing on the deck of a ship, lost in the fever pitch of battle. A British soldier is bearing down on you, sword raised. Oh no. What do? Parry. You raise your sword, blocking the soldier with practiced ease. Woof. You'll have to work harder than that to take me. You leap from your quarterdeck and duck under the main boom, weaving your way through the swarm of enemies. Alright, who's next? Cut! That was all wrong! You look around and see the set of the Jolly Rancher, the TV show where you're auditioning for your big break again. You! What do you think you're doing? Acting? You're improvising on my set! But you said right before we started that we should improv if we see an opportunity. Well, I changed my mind, and besides, you're just an extra. Extras don't improvise. Technically, I'm auditioning for the role of Robin, not an extra. Whatever. Everyone take 5 while I figure out how to fix this mess. As the director stalks off, one of the other actors offers you a small smile. For what it's worth, I thought you looked awesome. Thanks. Your agent waves at you from behind the cameras, catching your attention. You start to make your way over to him, but you feel a strange force beckoning to you. What in the world? Your vision clears. You see a mysterious pirate captain reaching his hand out for you. Ah, we get to choose. Okay. Peyton, come find me. Who are you? But just like that, you're back on set with your agent waving in your face. You only half pay attention as you try to find the handsome pirate who was just calling your name. Steve, did you see that? See what? You going off script and pissing off the director? Hey, that's not fair. You heard what he said before. It doesn't matter what he said before. If your pirate move looked cool, you'll never get the part if the director hates you. You're ruining this for us. But you're the one who said that this could be just the right opportunity. I could be something special. Someone who can command the attention of an entire theater, get a standing ovation during a show's performance. You get lost in your daydream for a moment, and then turn back to your agent. Steve, you know I've wanted this my whole life. You'll never get standing ovation if you can't even pay the bills. Just be who they want you to be to get this job. I'm not sure I can do that. Trust me, you can. We all can do it eventually. Places, everyone! Where did my actors go? That's your cue. Get back out there and don't mess this up. You join the other actors in front of the director. No. It's extremely important that you don't touch anything this time. Some of these props are authentic pirate artifacts from the 18th century. You break it, you buy it, understood? Understand. We're going to pick up on page 15. The pirates have barely survived the storm, and they have no food, no water, no idea where they are, and... action! Take a deep breath, getting in your character. Your mind transports you back onto the pirate ship, the TV set fading into the background. How in the world are we gonna get out of this mess? You're trying to evoke real emotions, but out of the corner of your eye, you see the director checking his phone. Seriously, he's not even watching the scene now? Steve may be a jerk, but he's right about this being my big break. I have to do something to get the director's attention. You look around the set and feel yourself draw towards one of the props. It's calling out to you, the golden compass. You grab the golden compass, grasping it tightly in your hand. This compass shall be our salvation, and suddenly you feel an explorable pull in your gut. You're being sucked in, swept through time and space, until... Whoa. Chapter 1, Swept Away. You find yourself falling onto the deck of an 18th century British Royal Navy ship. You put your arm up to block the... sunlight? Huh? Is there sunlight on set that I didn't notice before? Get off my ship, pirate! The Navy officer brandishes his sword and slashes at you. That freaking hurt! Where's the medic? And why is everyone still fighting? Cut! You look around at the battle rages on, no one noticing your cries for help. There's a growing dread in your stomach as your mind whirls through the possibilities. Either I'm having a real hallucination or I'm literally traveled back in time. Which definitely sounds crazy, but given the circumstances... You look down at your throbbing wrist where a spot of blood has started to bloom on your sleeve, but before you have time to fully react or consider the ramifications... You girl! You look up to see an important-looking man pointing his pistol right at you. Ooh, me? What do I do? Get off my ship, pirate! The man pulls the trigger, but you're knocked out of the bull's path to safety. You look up to see your rescuer poised above you, silhouetted by the sunlight behind him. It's you, but how? Are you hurt? I'm fine. But not as fine as you. Do you work out, or...? His brow furrows in confusion. You're speaking nonsense. You must have hit your head. Edward, this isn't over, you coward! Ah, yes, I knew I was forgetting something. Edward helps you to your feet, then re-enters the fray. The battle continues around you. I should fight? You look around and spot a pirate and a Navy officer locked in a heated battle. Surrender! Surrender! I'm just getting started. The pirate drives the officer back until he steps onto a coil of rope. The rope connects all the way back to the mainsail. If I can find the other end... You spot the end of the line, rush over to it, and as soon as you untie the knot... Ah! The rope catches around the officer's foot, and he goes flying through the air. The pirate catches your eye across the deck and winks. Thanks for the help, love. On the port side of the ship, Edward throws a dagger through the air, pinning a sailor's sleeve to the main mast and making him drop his weapon. My sword! Then Edward disarms an officer with a quick flick of his wrist. In a flash, he has the man pinned, a sword at his throat. Admiral Cochrane, help! You know what I want. Hand it over and your officer will remain unharmed. Why should I trust the word of a pirate? Edward presses his sword harder against the officer's throat, drawing a thin line of blood. Don't trust my word, Admiral. Trust my blade. The Admiral looks at Edward. You can see the fire, the hatred burning in his eyes. Very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you! But before he even finishes his sentence, the Admiral whips out a pistol and shoots the officer right in the heart. Edward, my boy, you should know that by now I will never give in to a pirate. Retreat, everyone, back to the ship. Chaos ensues as the officers scramble to stop the pirates' escape. You see Edward jump on the railing of the quarterdeck and grab a rope. You there! You turn to find the Admiral charging at you full speed. Sword raised. Edward swings towards you, one arm extended. Edward, over here! But instead of grabbing your outstretched hand, he cleverly swipes a pistol from a sailor. I'll take this. Oi! Edward shoots a rope high above the Admiral's head, causing the yardarm to come crashing down on top of him and his officers just a few feet away from you. Okay, that was awesome. Edward lands on the opposite railing, then reaches down to pick up something shiny from where it skittered across the deck. He tucks the compass away and coils the rope around one of his arms. He turns back to you, offering you a hand. Well, are you coming? You take his hand, and he swings the two of you out over the ocean. He catches your eye and smirks. We'll be to safety in no time. You hold tightly to Edward, heart hammering in your chest as you soar above the churning waters between the ship. Soon, the two of you land safely on the deck of the pirate ship. Welcome to the Poseidon's Revenge. The pirate crew hustles around the deck, shouting and pulling ropes. The sails unfurl with a snap, and the vessel begins to speed away. What's our status? Minimal damage. Edward opens a spyglass and peers back towards the Navy ship, which is quickly receding into the distance. And the Admiral's ship? Jam their rudder, Captain. They'll not be following us. Did you get it? Did you get it? Aye. With the finest crew on all 7 seas, how could I fail? You clever bastard! Edward retrieves the compass from his pocket and holds it in the high air. As the crew erupts in raucous cheers, one of the pirates points his finger at you. What are you doing on Poseidon's Revenge? Are you a Navy spy or worse? What's worse than a Navy spy, Robert? If she didn't come from the Admiral's ship, then how else did she get out here in the middle of the ocean? There's only one answer. Magic. The pirate on his shoulder squawks in alarm.
Ah, she's a witch! Witch!
Every eye turns to you. Well, I'm definitely not a background character anymore. I'm not a witch. My name is Pelton Bellamy, and I'm not a spy either. It was... I should have just slept with Edward to get his secrets. Edward raises his eyebrows, his gaze slides over you, his surprise fading into an appraising heat. You'd have to be quite good. I guard my secrets closely. That's kind of the point.
Ah, risky! Ooh.
Just so. If I were captain of this vessel. But you aren't. One of the pirates steps forward from the crowd. Hello there. May I have your number? Neither you nor the bird decides what happens on this ship, Robert. You lost that right long ago in accordance with the code. As your first mate, you have to obey your captain, just like the rest of us. Don't forget I was once your captain, girl. To your surprise, her expression softens. I wouldn't soon forget the kindness you showed me, but the code says... The code says a lost stowaways must stand trial. From when I'm standing, this girl wasn't invited on this ship. Not by you, perhaps, but... Enough! Robert is right. We must follow the code. The last will stand trial tomorrow at dawn. You're the man locker in the brig. Wait. What? A couple of pirates step forward towards you, but Edward holds his hands up to stop them. Avast! We have more hospitality than that, Robert. Miss Bell and me will spend the evening in my cabin, and I'll sleep with the crew. I expect her to be treated well until a verdict has been reached. Aye, Captain. Soon you're locked in the captain's cabin. Alone with your thoughts, you bandage the cut on your wrist as you think through your options. Okay, Peyton, so you've traveled back in time to a freaking pirate ship. Now what? If I can't get back, I'll never perform in front of a packed theater. Never get the standing ovation. Never fulfill my dream. You're literally doing it right now, but I have to figure out a way home. I mean, I know my life isn't perfect, but I'm not about to give up my modern medicine or modern plumbing or modern technology or my cell phone. Back yourself down until you find your phone miraculously still in one of your pockets. Little worse for wear. You hit the power button and the screen blinks to live. It works, and I have almost a full battery. No cell service, of course, but at least I've got photos of my family. You take a few deep breaths to try to calm down, thinking back to what happened right before the fight. I don't know how, but touching the gold compass seems to have landed me here. That thing is my ticket back to the future, and Edward has it. And I'm gonna get it back. March towards the main deck, determined to sneak out and find a way to steal the compass, when the door swings open from the outside. Hello there, I'm Charlotte Smith, but you can call me Charlie. I'm Quartermaster of the Revenge. Quartermaster? I lead the charge when we pillage and plunder, and I'm here to interrogate you. Well, I've watched enough shows to know where this is going. I mean, what? Why bother? Aren't you just going to execute me in the morning? Not if you tell me something valuable. Okay, in that case you should know I have a weakness for attractive quartermasters. You shouldn't be telling strangers your weakness. And maybe we should get to know each other better. She lets her gaze slowly slide over you. I'd like that. You smirk at her for a moment and then remember your circumstances and you sigh. And I really don't know anyone in the Navy or even who that ruler is right now. Or when exactly right now is. How do I know this isn't just a spy and what they would say? You don't. You just have to trust me, I guess. Charlie gives you a long, appraising look, then throws open the cabin door and motions for you to follow her. Is this some sort of trick? No, it's a prison break. Oh, and you better take this. Charlie flips something through the air towards you. It glistens as you reach for it. Pirate medallion. I saw you out there today. You've got potential. But if you're going to sail on Poseidon's revenge, you'd better start collecting your booty. Thank you for worrying about my booty. You added the pirate medallion to your captain's cabin. Really. You collected the pirate medallion throughout distant shores. You'll have a chance to collect special items, weapons, and crew members to add to your captain's cabin. Collect them all to get a big boost throughout the story and unlock a special scene at the end of the book. You tuck the medallion away, then follow Charlie out onto the main deck. You keep a sharp eye out for Edward and the compass. Why are you doing this? I suppose it's because I think it's only fair you get a fighting chance. You only have one night to make a good impression on the crew. Now let's start with the gunners. Charlie leads you over to where the little girl and a tall man are cleaning a flintlock pistol near the starboard side. Peyton, this is Jonas, the ship's gunner, and Ginny, his help. Hello? Are you sure she should be out and about, Charlie? Just give her a chance, Jonas. Can I help you with that pistol? Jonas eyes you suspiciously, but eventually hands over the weapon, making sure it's not loaded. It's simple enough to clean. First you flush the barrel, then you swab it. Finally you oil the whole thing inside and out. You nod and then follow the first few steps with ease. Flush the barrel, or flush with water. Then swab the barrel clean. Lastly, I oil it everywhere. Did you see that, Jonas? Right on the first try. Aye, looks like patent and natural. Beginner's luck. You and Charlie make your way across the deck towards the next group of pirates. I think that went pretty well, and... Hard at work charming the crew, I see. Bewitching them, one might even say. Robert, I'm vouching for Peyton tonight. So as you're so fond of saying, get stuffed. Grunts a protest as she pulls you away. Would you like to charm the crew without witchcraft? It would help ensure you get the rest of them on your side before your trial. Just tell me what I have to do and I'll do it. These louts are about to drink us dry, but lucky for you, I happen to know where the extra stores are. Rum is known to make pirates very happy. They might even give you a song, if you ask nice enough. But it gives us the chance to get to know each other a little better. Fetch rum with Charlie. Servant winch, get me some more rum. I'm in. Excellent. Follow me, and I'll show you the key to the pirate's heart. You trail along with her down the stairs and into the hold. It's so dark that you can't see at first. You stumble against the wall. Careful! Charlie's hand, warm and surprisingly soft, closes around you, steadying you. She leads you easily through the darkness. Soon your eyes begin to adjust to the dim room. You tighten your fingers around hers. Is this alright? It is just fine. Charlie's warm fingers tighten around yours. Stick close, and I'll take good care of you. You watch her as she examines the rack of barrels, casks, and looking for the rum. So, do you always bring prisoners to secluded places like this? Charlie looks back at you and winks. Only the pretty ones. Your cheeks heat with a warmth that quickly spreads to your chest. I'm flattered. I should hope so. Charlie leans close, so close you can feel her breath against your ear. I can be very flattering. And so I'm learning. Ah, here we are. Barrel of rum, cheers. When Charlie pulls it from the stack, the rest of the barrels in the rack come tumbling down too. Pull Charlie to safety. Grab Charlie around the waist and spin out of the way just as the first barrel crashes to the floor. You wind up pressing her into a small alcove, your body's close, your legs tangled together. Well, hello there. Sorry, Don't be sorry. I'm not. He leans even closer for a moment and then pulls away. You help Charlie fetch more rum from down below. You lift one of the barrels onto your shoulder and follow Charlie back up to the main deck. Robert, I found her!
Charlie, what are you thinking, being alone with a prisoner like that?
I was thinking that you lot need more to drink. On her cue, you have the newly acquired barrel of rum on the middle of the deck, and the crew immediately crowds around.
Oh, rum never hurts.
You fill everyone's cups, and you can see the crew start to relax around you. Charlie nudges you and then gestures to the other side of the deck, where one of the pirates is prodding at the wound in another man's arm. Now's your chance to make a good impression. Ryan. Grab a bottle of alcohol and make your way over.
Hold still, Kendrick. Oh, you wouldn't be sitting all docile and calm with an ugly brute sticking its fingers in your battle wounds.
Hello there. We haven't exactly met. I'm Peyton.
Aye, we know who ye are, lass.
Don't be so rude, Kendrick. Introduce yourself. I'm Samuel, the surgeon on Poseidon's Revenge. I'd shake your hand, but, Samuel nods his head towards Kendrick and the wound he's currently trying to dress. All right, here's some alcohol to help kill the pain.
See, Samuel? Here's a lass who knows the proper way to deal with a wounded pirate.
Glad to help. That looks... Samuel begins to stitch the wound, and Kendrick yelps.
Oh, you great bloody arse!
Painful. Kendrick drinks deeply from the bottle you gave him. Ah,
it's the best medicine.
You leave Samuel to tend to Kendrick's injury. I think I'm starting to make some progress. Next, you head over to where the big guy is surrounded by 2 other pirates. Just because you brought us rum doesn't mean we've forgotten who you are, prisoner. Ignore Octavia. She has terrible manners, but her carpentry skills make up for it. Mostly, I'm Maggie, and this here is Henry, our cook.
Here, just in time to try my newest dessert.
Hard tack. And with what I hope is jam. You take a big bite. Try not to spit it out immediately. Oh wow, that's nasty. Henry sighs as you try to spit out a bite as tactfully as possible. You may be honest, but that doesn't mean I trust you. Don't be such a grump, Octavia. And don't get so down, Henry. She likely isn't used to such rugged fare, right, Peyton? Definitely. I'm very much looking forward to sampling your other cooking.
Ah, if you say so.
The crew gathers around as Charlie pours another round. A few of them smile at you as they raise the glasses. Hopefully this bodes well for my trial tomorrow. Kendrick, will you sing us a song? You know the one.
I don't know.
'Tis great for crew morale. And I believe we're just drunk enough to enjoy it for a change. Charlie winks at you as the rest of the crew chuckles. I'd love to hear you sing.
Well, if the lass insists.
Kendrick starts to sing softly, his voice clear and bright in the peaceful quiet of the night. Fare thee well, my lovely Dinah, 1,000 times adieu. One by one, the others join in. You close your eyes and let the voices wash over you. Still I live in hope to see the holy ground once more. All right there. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how much I miss home. Don't we all, love? Don't we all? As the singing dies down, the drinking continues. In the earnest, the pirates start to toast to the fastest ship on the 7 seas, to the jammed rudders, to smart decisions and smart leaders, to not being executed tomorrow, to finding my way home, to never running out of rum. Hear, hear. The crew cheers and you join in the revelry. Across the deck you notice Robert watching you with blazing eyes. He waits until the others are distracted before crossing the deck towards you. All right, Charlie's had her fun, but it's back to the cabin with you.
Back to the cabin! Back to the cabin! Roar!
I'm not going anywhere with you. At the corner of your eye, you spot Edward on the opposite side of the deck. You rush over to him. Miss Bellamy, why am I not surprised? Get back here! You are a prisoner on this damned ship! And where's she gonna do? Go running in the water? Robert reaches to grab your arm and Edward steps in front of you, brushing Robert's hand aside. She may be a prisoner, but I am still the captain. What's going on here? You think Edward will save you, girl? He's the one who told us to lock you in there in the first place. Yeah, because he wanted me to be treated like a human being, not some animal. She has a point, Robert. Of course you take her side. I'm not taking sides, I'm suggesting a compromise. I was about to head up to take a watch in the crow's nest. Miss Bellamy can join me up there for a bit to get a taste of what being on board Poseidon's Revenge will truly be like, should she first survive her trial. After, I will personally escort her back to my cabin for the evening. Is that agreeable to all parties? No! Then 'tis a good compromise. What do you say, Miss Bellamy? Would you like to keep watch with me or be escorted back by Robert? I prefer not to die, so keep watch. After only a moment's hesitation, you follow Edward. Lead the way. You stare out at the sea below. 'Tis high. The more moonlight glittering over the water seems otherworldly. Pretty. So what are we watching for? Anything that could cause us harm. He shifts to the side, offering you space beside him. On a clear night like tonight, sailing in familiar waters, the hazards are fewer. We're looking for other ships, mainly, especially those that might be chasing us, or signs that the weather could be turning. What about land? We won't be approaching land until late tomorrow morning, but that's part of it too. From this vantage point, you can see that Edward's right. There's nothing but clear waters all the way to the horizon. I feel like I can see the whole world from up here. Edward gives you an almost teasing look. Aye. That's why it's my favorite spot on the ship. Perfect for some peace and quiet. You went quiet, huh? And here I thought you wanted me alone, or some alone time with me. Corner of your mouth, his mouth quirks upward. He keeps his gaze on the seas. If you think to distract me, you'll be disappointed. My crew's life depends on my diligence to do my duty. Don't underestimate my ability to distract. Edward turns to study you, his gaze assessing. Your spine tingles at the weight of it. I won't. You wait for him to continue, but his gaze turns back to the sea. It's cooler up here, and the crow's nest sways with every rock of the boat. I have to ask, why aren't you drinking with the crew? You're the captain. couldn't you make someone else keep watch tonight?
Nah, I could. But they've more than earned their celebration until today of all days. Keeping watch is least I can do for a loyal crew.
Edward casts a sideways glance at you when he thinks you aren't looking, but even that quick glance is enough to make your breath catch.
Have you not spent much time on ships, Miss Bellamy?
You choke on a laugh and then mutter under your breath. Do amusement park rides count?
Amusement park rides?
Don't worry about it. The answer to your question is no, I'm not a sailor.
Then how did you happen to find yourself in the company of the Admiral?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It all happened so fast. As you speak, Edward pulls out the golden compass and begins opening and closing it in a steady but absent rhythm. Is that part of the loot you took today? Edward startles as if surprised and snaps the compass shut.
Aye, that it is.
Is it special? Your crew seemed pleased to see it.
It's a means to an end.
Watch as Edward tucks the compass back into his left pocket, and you sigh. You're not big on sharing information, are you?
I've learned through bitter experience that a wise man keeps his own counsel, Miss Bellamy.
Figures. So tell me a story then, something innocent.
And what kind of story would you be after?
Tell me, why did you become a pirate? A hint of a smile plays at Edward's lips.
And you think that's an innocent tale?
I won't know until you tell me. He looks back out over the horizon.
I turned to the sea because I was searching for something.
Something like what?
More than what an ordinary life could offer me. I spent so much of my life proud to follow the law before I realized how many people suffer under its rule.
Edward's hands clench into fists against the railing.
I'd rather be a free man in a dangerous profession than a safe fool oblivious to the harm he causes.
Edward, how much harm did you cause?
More than I care to admit. But I will have my vengeance and atone for my sins.
Edward shakes his head as if in disbelief.
I dare say, Miss Bellamy, you have a way with words. Perhaps Robert was right about you being a witch after all.
Maybe I'm just easy to talk to.
Maybe. Although I'm inclined to think there's more to it than that.
Well, you'll never know if I end up swimming with the fishes in the morning.
Something tells me you won't go down without a fight.
Is that something every interaction we've ever had? He lets out a delighted laugh.
Indeed. You're unlike any woman I've ever met.
You have no idea. The light mood shifts as you realize just how close you are. You're pulled in by the intensity of his gaze. As if drawn in by some invisible force, you tilt your face towards it. He mirrors the movements, his gaze fixed on your lips. Edward. His eyes darken as if he begins to close the last remaining bit of distance between you. But just before your lips touch, a throat clears behind you, the two of you spring apart.
Captain, I'm here to relieve you of your watch.
Ah,
yes. Thank you, Jonas.
Edward turns to you.
'Tis time we get you below so you can seek your bed, Miss Bellamy. You have a big day tomorrow.
I'm right behind you. You climb down after Edward, and he escorts you back towards his cabin.
Just in time, I see. I told you I would escort Miss Bellamy back to my cabin, Robert. We don't need you keeping a watch on us. Sorry, Captain, I had to see with my own eyes. I'm sure you understand.
As the two of them start to argue again, your vision starts to grow a bit hazy.
Peyton! Peyton!
Steve? You look around looking for any sign of your agent from the future.
Where could she possibly have gone?
I'm right here, Steve. Steve! But you blink, and there's nothing but ocean as far as the eye can see. Miss Bellamy, are you feeling alright?
I'm telling you, Edward, the girl's daft, going on about this Steve fellow.
Sorry, I just thought I heard something. You shake your head, trying to think through the haze. What was that?
If you didn't drink too much, you're going to need your wits about you. Your pirate trials begin at dawn.
Oh no, pirate trials. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below. Links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. Remember, Chapter 2 comes out as well today. And then also the Royal Hair, so look forward to those. Also, feel free to check out the other content on my channel. We got Animal Crossing, Resident Evil, Watch Dogs, and so many more other games. And if you ever want to tune into the stream, basically, come on by. Link down below to Twitch. And without further ado, thank you all once again for tuning in. Let me know any criticisms or whatnot, and I will gladly listen to them and follow them. But without further ado, catch you all in the next video. Peace.